I was watching an old Western the other day, and that familiar phrase was seen on one of those posters. It said, "Wanted, dead or alive." Well, are we dead or alive when it comes to spiritually speaking? Well, in Galatians chapter 2, verse 20, it gives us some insight into what we need to be as God's people. Here's what Paul says: I've been crucified with Christ. All right, he's dead. But he goes on to say, it is no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me. So we see the alive part of that phrase comes forth. And in fact, he goes on to say, I now live, it says, in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God. In fact, in the King James Version, it says, I live by faith of the Son of God. So God tells us it's not dead or alive. He wants us dead to the flesh, but alive in Christ. And so he goes on to say that very thing. I now live in the flesh by the faith of the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. So maybe next time you see one of those old Westerns with the poster, "Wanted, dead or alive," let's remember who we are. We are dead to this world, but alive to Christ. That's BT Daily. We'll see you next time.